Maintenance. Maintenance is the number one issue we have with leaking windows. Your windows, you have to a couple times a year go around and look at the outside of your windows. A lot of people ignore their windows and the outside of the windows. Anytime you start to see any kind of wood rot or aging or cracked or shrunk caulking, it's time to do some maintenance on your windows to help the longevity of your windows and the life of your windows. Most common areas we see in from leaking is your sashes. The sashes start to rot and water will start to penetrate or go between the sash or the frame of the glass and sneak in to the inside of the home. Talked about casement windows. Casement windows that sag, that moving operating window is no longer square in the opening, so the weather stripping is no longer effective. When that window starts to sag, it starts opening up holes for water to penetrate and enter the home. We see flashing gets bent on the outside or above the windows, and if you're monitoring that on an annual basis, those are things you can catch to prevent that window from leaking. A lot of new construction homes in the Kansas City area have been using vinyl windows. Vinyl windows have weep holes in them, so if you actually get water into the bottom part or the sill of a window with the weep holes, they are manufactured so that water can escape and leak to the outside of the home where it's not damaging your home. But people who don't open their windows or operate their windows much, you can get dirt and debris, leaf residue, and that can clog those weep holes. And next thing you know, we have a major rain and the sills of those windows will fill up with water and that water will spill back into the home. Caulking is something that any homeowner can do. It just depends on it's how high the window is and the comfortability of being on a ladder. You can find people to come out and caulk windows. It's not that expensive to do. I'm sure there's handyman services. Energy Pro, for a price, is willing to send somebody out to recaulk windows. But it's definitely something that a homeowner can do. Painters can do it. Handymen can do it. Window installers can do it. Today's windows, if you have newer windows in your home or you have insulated glass units in your house, all those windows are dual paned and they're argon filled. So if your window might not be leaking water, you might not notice anything, but your glass looks cloudy and you cannot get it clean, that means that you no longer have insulation value out of your glass. So when your argon drops below, it's around 60%, it releases a residue on the inside in between the panes of glass, and it can present as a milky, cloudy, or streaky. And that really is a warning sign for homeowners that glass no longer is as energy efficient as it should be, and it's time to replace your windows. Now, if you open your casement window and it falls or starts to sag and you can't get it shut, it's time to call and replace your windows. If this outside sill nose on your windows is rotten and you see wood rot around your windows, most likely you're getting water infiltration into your home in some form. It's time to replace your windows. If your windows aren't operating, you had double hungs and you have old windows and you're trying to raise it and they don't want to raise and operate correctly, it's time to replace your windows. If you got air infiltration, you're in a bedroom and it's either super hot or in the summertime or it's super cold in the wintertime, it's time to replace your windows. So there's just many different signs to look for when it comes to, is it time to replace your windows? Windows in the window industry, technology has come so far that with the proper window replacement, it really is going to increase your energy efficiency of your home and lower your heating and cooling bills. So anything you can do, if that's important to you, to achieve that is just money in your pocket. If you have old single pane glass windows with the storm windows on it, your windows are not energy efficient. Matter of fact, you have no energy efficiency in the glass. You're just keeping out wind and rain. It's time to replace your windows.